What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. As most of you brothers know, I live on the continent of Africa, and one of the drivers for me even being here is that I am a part of the greater pro-Black world, or the larger Pan-African community. And most of that is revolved around an African-American centered version of being pro-Black. And you will hear many people who are in this community, and obviously it's not just Nation of Islam or Hoteps. I mean, we have atheists in the pro-Black community, Pan-African world. You have Christians such as myself. You have Hebrew Israelite brothers. You got 5% Nation, you got agnostic. But one of the things you will hear typically amongst pro-Blacks is this kind of staying away from interracial dating. It's one of the things that is primarily taught, especially amongst extreme communities. You do have people who are Pan-Africans who are married interracially, but I'll just be honest, at least the African-American sector of those pro-Blacks would have an issue integrating with the latter. So if you're like a Black person and you're in a Pan-African state of mind, but you have like a white wife or a white husband, you're going to be looked down upon by many people, especially if it's from kind of the old school, I would say even East Coast mentality of being pro-Black. And I would include somebody like Dr. Umar Johnson, Dr. John Henry Clark, your Nation of Islam. That's kind of where that kind of idea kind of comes from, people that's a little bit more on the Philadelphia, New York, DC, Baltimore, even the West Coast, Oakland, Sacramento, Oakland, LA, right? So when you get your boy Shannon Sharpe out there and he's speaking some of his pro-Black rhetoric and he's caught up with these white women, it doesn't sit well, okay, with many people. And Shannon Sharpe does play a little bit of that, Black victimology idealism from time to time. Well, when Shannon Sharpe got caught up with Gabriella Zuniga, Dr. Umar Johnson could not wait to say this.
Shannon Sharpe, I'm going to stand with you, my brother. Shannon Sharpe, I'm going to stand with you, my brother, on one condition. I'm getting text messages from all over the African universe telling me that Shannon Sharpe was accused of the unspeakable. I'm getting text messages telling me that Shannon Sharpe was accused of the unspeakable. I'm going to stand with my Uncle Shannon Sharpe.
That's right.
I'm going to stand with Uncle Shay Shay on one condition. Uncle Shay Shay, no more snow bunnies after this scandal. If you cannot promise me that you will never seek the company of another snow bunny, I cannot stand with you. Uncle Shay Shay. Uncle Shay Shay. I'm standing with you, Unc. I think it's a scam. I'm standing with you, Unc. I think it's a scam.
And not only has Dr. Umar Johnson said this one time, he said this throughout this entire situation. So as much as, podcasts have wanted him to speak on it, he has. He's been on the Art of Dialogue talking about it. He's talked about Travis Hunter's situation and the fact that Travis Hunter's girlfriend or now wife may not be fully Black. I mean, he always talks about this same thing and discusses and basically reproves any Black men that deal with non-Black women, okay? And this includes Shannon Sharpe. However, DJ Akademiks decided to fire back at Dr. Umar Johnson.
When you listen to Dr. Umar and that, they tell you only white women do this shit to you. This is the only reason why I gotta say, Dr. Umar, we gotta talk to you, brother. Because when we listen to y'all brothers, y'all say, like Shannon Sharpe only get done like that by the as if it was a sister, she don't paint you as a violent beast. That's what Hallie's doing to DDG. We got to clear that up. This idea that Black women let you rock out and white women put you in jail. No, put you in jail. Let's just keep it a beat. Tory in jail getting stabbed, Megan's twerking. Pop that. It don't matter Black or white. As long as they get you in jail, chat. That's a fact. I done white, Spanish, Black, Asian, everything. You know, the only after she got a choo-choo ran on her trying to sue, it ain't the white joint. She be like, DDG's own baby mama has now, in trying to wrestle custody for the kid and to say he's unfit to be a parent for his own child, is now saying they just brutally beat down somebody on TikTok. They had a fight. Don't give him custody. They told me only white women did this. I need some answers. Dr. Umar, we listening to you. You said no bunny hopping for the summer. We have seized bunny hopping. It's a tariff on bunny hopping right now. Okay? If for 1 second y'all believe that move that was happened to Shannon Sharp won't happen if you dealt with a black chick, you are sadly mistaken. And Dr. Umar and the people who peddle that type of they need to stand accountable for that.
Now, guys, I just got to be honest when I hear this, okay? DJ Akademiks brings up some very powerful points. And again, when I saw what happened with Shannon Sharp, that was one of the things I said. Okay, man, you're dealing with those white women. This is typically what happens, right? Like, it can't happen. So brothers got to stop and really realize when you're dealing with people from another community, especially if you had to work very hard, take your money and take your resources somewhere else, and that black-white power dynamic, a lot of times it's not in black men's favor. But who can deny what Akademiks is talking about? Look at what's going on with DDG. He makes a great point. DDG has a restraining order. I mean, he's put out his version of text messages. You know, we know that Halle Bailey has mental health issues now. He hasn't been able to see his son like he wants. It's a crazy battle. And a lot of the times when I hear black men being concerned about, you know, different situations when it comes to their kids or bad breakups, it's usually revolving around black women, okay? I don't know how many times I've heard stories or been in situations where I've seen black men, the black woman will call the police on you and he hasn't done anything, or just to try to ruin his life. And if you look at the black men that are in jail, if it has anything to do with the woman, well, most black men are dealing with black women. And so, especially if the situation is, you know, he's innocent of that, then who put that man in jail? I saw an episode one time. There was a woman that had to come out and apologize because she told everybody in the community that her husband was raping their daughter. And it was a lie. She even told it to the kids that it was happening to them and it never happened. They're like, well, it happened. Well, we've never witnessed it, but it happened. I don't know how many times I've heard of, you know, black men talk about the fact that, you know, my baby mama is lying to my kids about me. You can even listen to Dr. Umar Johnson talk about it himself. Dr. Umar Johnson has admitted that, listen, my own baby mama has terrorized or destroyed the relationship with my daughter. Now, he did take accountability for his mistakes, but he has said that she's the reason why things are not what I would like them to be with my own daughter. Then at the same time, you're telling, you know, black men to stay away from the snow bunnies. And then at the same time, when it comes to the black queens, you know, it almost seems like they are perfect. And he makes a situation that is true that they're not, right? And I agree with Akademiks. You know, we have people in our community who are also messed up. But Akademiks can be right, as well as Dr. Umar being right. And see, this is why Akademiks, this is what he gets wrong. T.I., for an example, had a situation where he was dealing with Sabrina Peterson. This was a friend of the family. They were having clap sessions with him, like threesomes and all kind of stuff. Sabrina Peterson and a bunch of women, the lawyer that represented her, they came out and found a bunch of women that come out and lie on T.I., okay? T.I. eventually beat that case. Now, what ended up happening was he lost his VH1 show. He lost a whole bunch of other stuff too in the process. But here's what is to be said. All right. T.I. was able to come back out to the public because even though nothing happened to Sabrina Peterson, he's still a black man, right? And she's a black woman. So now this is not so bad. Shannon Sharp is into it with a white lady. DDG made the most money in a month on Twitch as a streamer. Although Halle Bailey was lying on him, he's been elevated. You wanna know why? Because DDG is black, Halle Bailey is black, So, sir, there is some level of parity. But if DDG is black and the lady is white, he don't get those opportunities anymore. He's not gonna make that alleged $12 million on Twitch. It's not happening, okay? The reason why DDG can rise, because he has a black baby mama, and people on either side believe that it's equal somehow. But it's not gonna be that. It's a black issue. Holly Bailey and DDG has become largely a black issue. And when it's a black issue, you got more of a chance as a black man. Once it becomes an interracial issue, it ain't there no more. We understand that black women can do the same things that white women are doing, but at least you got a fighting chance. Let me tell you exactly what I mean. When Mike Tyson came out of prison for this alleged grape that a black woman said he did, he was treated almost as if it didn't happen, because hey, you wasn't given a fair shot, bro. You was not given a fair opportunity. So therefore, because you wasn't given a fair opportunity, we got to come out here and say that this is wrong. And Mike Tyson was accepted and loved to this day as if it never happened. Had it been a situation like it was with OJ or a white woman, or let's look at your boy Jonathan Majors, he's washed. He's not lovable Mike anymore. Wanna know why? Because lovable Mike never got any kind of charges from a white lady. That's why. Okay? That's why. Because what white women do for black men is when they bring things to you, it's career ending. The jury's already out and decided. If Jonathan Majors was going through with a black woman and he was getting chased by her, he would still be with Marvel today. They find a way to bring him back. There's a bigger penalty to pay with white women and non-black women. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy LCD Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.